Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by in this channel. This is the first series for comparison between application and software. I'm José Hurtado, graphic designer, and this first video we're looking to compare how fast we can design a hero section for a fictitious web hero section for a dog food in two platforms, Illustrator and Figma in the other side. And the reason why I'm looking to compare how fast and which is the pros and cons for the software is because in years working with different agencies and companies, I found designers are more approachable working with Illustrator, and other ones don't see the advantages to working with Figma. And because this is a trend in the UX and design and graphic design industry, I looking to see which is the pros, right? And which is the cons, and why we need to choose any of those to working with web design development. Let's work on. And here we have the Figma interface. If you don't know how Figma is, Figma display in the left panel is all the pages and all the layers. And in the right, we can see typography, we can define colors, and so on, right? This is for Figma. When we go into in Illustrator, we have the left panel. In the left panel, we can see, we can draw, right? We're able to change the colors, and so on. And let's start to building a canvas for a hero section. And to create a canvas, we're able to go into in here, right? Let's see, 1920 by 1080. I guess this works, right? And the goal is see how we can take in terms of time, and which is the advantages and the disadvantages to design web designs and web applications in Illustrator versus Figma. Let's see if we can build in something quick, right? I want to incorporate in here, let me see if we can, right? And in the dog hero, maybe we can incorporate the logo, right? It's a basic logo that we design. And now let's see how we can start split all this information, right? The first one is the heroes, is the subheadline, right? Then we need to create a H1. For web design, H1 is the main copy that appears when the user's landing for the first time. And then maybe a body copy to convince users, right, that we are the best choice for dog foods. And also we want to incorporate a CTA, right? And the CTA maybe could be a shop now, right? Okay. Now that we have the basic information, maybe this stat could be below default, but for now, let's focus in the hero section. The first option that we need to working on is in the fonts, right? And for this example, maybe we can working with a basic font. Maybe this one could be fine. We can reduce these to maybe 24. We can keep this in 72. And the body copy, maybe we can just change with a basic regular font, right? And the shop now in here is when we need to create a button, right? And for example, maybe we can keep the button 24 points. The goal is create, right? Maybe we can use, I don't know, any color, could be fine. And after that, the idea is we need to try to display a button that looks like a button, right? Let's working with 12 in the border, and that's it. Okay, we have this, right? We have the body, and also maybe we can incorporate this in here. Okay, and maybe let's see if we can add in here a card and maybe search. This is a basic. We don't need to work with any iconography. It's just to display how fast we can work with Illustrator and also with Figma. Okay, now that we already have everything, let me align this and maybe we can just grouping. And one thing that I notice is sometimes, especially when you're coming from Figma, it's very complex to how you can manipulate the hero sections and all the elements, right? Okay, let's see, we have the hero. Yeah, I guess this is a basic hero section, right? It's nothing fancy. But again, for example, if I look into stretch the font, this is the first issue that I found, right? To solve this, maybe we can just copy all the text and create a paragraph. And with this approach, we can make a responsive kind text. It's not 100% responsive, but maybe it works. Okay, we can keep this in here. We can put this. Perfect. Okay. And I have a interesting image that maybe we can use in here. I love it. And by the way, this image is coming from Lumi. Lumi is a platform that some designers use for generate with AI images. This is impressive. If you see, it's a great image, AI generated. And one thing that maybe we can do is add this in a mask, and maybe we can just play around, right? Maybe something like this. Okay. Moving a little bit with this. Perfect. And one thing that I notice is, for example, if you look into working with the backgrounds, you constantly need to make rectangles, right? You're not able to edit fast the background. Right? I mean, maybe we can make something like this, right? And in here, the goal is try to see, okay, how we can make a quick or a fast design to show to a client that maybe we can validate in Illustrator, right? Okay. I guess maybe we can just reduce this a little bit. Maybe 24 could be enough. Maybe we can keep the shop now. Okay. And also this one, maybe we can just, okay. Let's reduce the, maybe to 72 could be enough. Okay, maybe this is a nice starting, right? We have a clean design. We have the subheadline, body copy, the shop now, and also we're working with a great image to convince users that this is the the best option for their pets to buy the product, right? And we take for make this approach, we take around the time that we already have in the screen, right? Let's evaluate how we can share with our clients this design. Unfortunately, we're not able to share live links, and the best way to display this or share with our client is export like a PDF. Great. Now that we have the PDF, if for some reason we send to the client looking to, I don't know, share some feedback and display comments across the design, they easily can comment. Let's see, they looking to add love the image, right? And maybe, okay, I don't like the tagline, please change the body copy. Easily can change to another version, right? And so on. But besides that, it's a infinite back and forth process, because we need to send back the client a PDF, then receive the PDF, make that adjustments, the changes, send back again the email to a client with another PDF, and could be maybe our files could be increased in terms of versions, version 1, version 2, version 205, and so on. And we know how it looks the client. Sometimes the client looking to change the color, change fonts, change another image. And this could be more complex when we're going more deep in the web development process, because this is just the hero section for desktop. Imagine we're looking to display to the client the tablet and mobile, and also another versions for the landing page. Could be more complex, right? And this is the way that Illustrator could be a limitation for even small teams or freelancers, because it's complex. You need to save every time a different version. We need to make adjustments and so on, right? But this is the only way to share with a client. And also another limitation that we have is if we're looking to change components. Let's see if we have the client like to, or the customer like to change the global color, right? One thing that maybe we can do is, let's select this color. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if we can select this color. And then maybe we can just, okay, let's find all the colors filling with the same color, and we can change it, right? This is one way to change the information. But instead of that, we're not able to evaluate accessibility, colors in terms of hex colors, and so on. That is why I guess we can try the approach for Figma and see what we can do, right, with this same interface. Let's move on with Figma. And Figma, now we have a blank canvas, and to start working on, we working with the frame, right? And in here, let's see, 920 by 1080. Perfect. We have the frame. In here, maybe we can have hero doc website. Let's paste the logo, right? And again, maybe we can use the same font. It's a Nestle font. Maybe we can use in here Nestle text. Maybe we can change this to black, right? Okay. And we have a cart and search. cart, right? And search. And this could be 24 points. Okay. What I like about Figma is, for example, let's see, we can create a frame, an auto layout in here. We can see this is the left section, left navbar could be. And also this one could be the logo. What happened? Once we create auto layouts, the good thing is we can stretch, and also we can working with more aligned web terminology. For example, let's see, we add in padding, 16 padding, right? And also we create a 12 point in padding. And once we increase this, you see how it's responsive. This is something that for me, I guess, is a killer for Figma. And also one thing that is interesting is we can create variables, right? And for example, in here, let's create a color, and maybe we can add this main brand. And this color, let's see if we can use a similar one, like this one that we create in the beginning. And here we paste it. Okay, we have the brand, right? And we can assign the brand. And also we have a shop now button. Let's see if we have a shop now button. For example, instead using rectangles and so on, maybe we can just create a frame, right? CTA. We can keep this copy in 24, I guess it's enough. In the CTA, we can increase this to 32 in padding and maybe 12. And we can assign the brand. And also, to keep the same consistency between two, we can add in here shop now, right? Also, we have subheading, we have all this info, right? Maybe we can keep this simple. This is 24. Then we have this one could be 72. And we also have the body copy in 24. Maybe we can change this to another font. I don't know. Maybe this is fine, right? Okay. And let's see if we make another option. For example, in here, instead using the hero full width, right? And once everything is aligned, you see how everything, for example, in here, maybe we can just use something like this. This is one option. Maybe we can just increase this to 15, and all these could be white, right? You can working with some padding, maybe in here. Other option that I love to Figma is we can incorporate a percentage instead of points. And this one, maybe we can use the same color, right? And same in here. Okay. The total time to working with this is they're already in the deck. what happened? For me, one thing that I love for Figma is the way that, for example, variables can, let's see if we working with the variable, and now we like to change the color to another one. You see how immediately all the information that we play and we assign to the Canva change. And this is great because this is global variables that in this case, because we have a hero section, maybe it doesn't matter. But what happens if we working with a big website with multiple pages? This is a time saver. We can working in the prototype mode. Maybe we can add a device. Let's see, maybe I don't know, maybe a MacBook. And now, when we share with the client, our design looks more real, right? And that is something that maybe we can switch a little bit in terms of the spacing, but you get the idea. And now let's discuss the pros and cons between Figma and Illustrator. And please share with me which is your comments about both applications. Now that we cover how the workflow for Illustrator and Figma, let's discuss which is the pros and cons between the two softwares. Between Adobe Illustrator is focused in print, of course. They have a superior vector editing for illustration capabilities, even for typography also, effects, and so on. The integration between all the Creative Cloud apps like After Effects, Photoshop, and so on is amazing. That you can combine illustrations and After Effects and other applications in native way. And of course, the focus is for print, is not for web. The cons is the limited features for prototyping and wireframing. Also, the complex files management, because every time, like I provide in the samples, you need to send PDF. It's more complex to working in complex workflows. Also, it's time consuming for UI design tasks because everything is more manual and it's more focused for print than web. And it's challenging in terms of team collaboration because you're working like an isolated file or local, and it's complex to invite another team members to working in the platform. In the other hand, we have Figma, and Figma is a real-time collaboration platform. Also, is built in for prototype and wireframing, and also interaction. You can create animations, you can create hover states for web and apps, and this is what we're looking for web development. Of course, the efficiency between the auto layout and the responsive design is amazing. That means you can build components and you can build frames to be able to be responsive in tablet and desktop. That is very safe time saver. And the robust component and design system library tools is amazing. The cons is a basic vector editing compared with Adobe Illustrator. When you're working with custom typography and vectors itself, also require an internet connection to be able to open files and working in collaboration environments. Limited offline capabilities for the interconnection requirements, and fewer advantage for effects option. Now we have in the Figma marketplace so many plugins that we can use to enhance the web design development and the designs. But again, when we compare with Adobe Illustrator, it's not the same. I guess that is something that we need to keep in mind. Let's talk about my conclusions or my insights. My advice is choose Illustrator when you're looking for create a custom illustrations, and also you're looking to working with advanced typography work. Print and digital projects could be amazing. The integration between Adobe Creative Cloud could be amazing. if this is your approach, if you're looking to working with Illustrator and vector files to integrate with After Effects, Photoshop, and so on. And in the other hand, you can choose Figma if you're at team-based projects, you're looking collaboration for another external team members. Also, if you're looking to create a quick prototype and wireframes, you looking to implement a design system, even colors, typography, H1, H2, all the best practices for web development. And you're looking to make a design for multi-platform responsive. This means tablet, desktop, or applications. With all this said, I guess you enjoy this video. Please comment below and see which is your approach and which is your best advice for other users that are looking to see which is the best platform for the workflow. Great. Now that we cover all my insights and the process between Illustrator and Figma, remember, please subscribe to help me to grow the channel, and also keep in mind that I will be uploading more application and software comparisons to help you and help me to decide which is the best one for my workflow. Thank you.